Hello and welcome to episode 21 of Ryuutama Seyo, aka Travel, our Ryuutama show here on Twitch. It has been 2 weeks because I took a week off to do nothing except for all of the things that I did in that time off. But we're back, we're here, we're ready for some anime shenanigans. But before we jump into the shenanigans, it's been a second since I got to talk to some of you. Jess, I haven't seen you since Friday.
So long. It's been ages since we I hesitate to say role played because really Ghost Club is kind of just a giant shit post.
It is, but it's an in-character shit post.
It's an in-character shit post, yes. It's an anime shit post, I guess. I don't know. We did that, which is always fun. Always an incredibly good time. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I've been immersed in Fire Emblem, and we're almost done with the Blue Lions route, and I will cry.
Oh my god, you're already almost done? Damn. I guess you've been streaming like every night, right?
Literally every night.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah. 108 hours, I think.
Whoa!
Yeah, take away a lot of 10-minute chunks for the break that I just leave the game suspended on, but still.
Still, yeah. That's a long time. That is a long game. Oh my god.
That's one route.
I feel like most games I have completed on the channel in like I think the current record is like 25 hours. Is the longest I've spent on a single playthrough for a game.
Yeah, I mean, I have taken my sweet time. I have done some grinding and things to gain support convos and all of that kind of stuff. So it doesn't have to be that long,
right?
But
yeah,
you are. I think one of my other friends who pops in the stream sometimes and watches. He did his playthrough of one of the other routes in about 50 hours.
Jesus. Woo! What a game.
Yeah. But yeah, we're on chapter 20 out of 22. I'm concerned about all of my children.
I wish them all well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's some but good on you for sticking with it, and I assume we can expect a playthrough of one of the other houses soon thereafter. Mm-hmm. Do you know which one you're going to go for next?
Golden Deer, because Claude is a whole thing.
There are so many kids in that group, in that house, that when you were doing the like house previews, I was like, I love all of them. They're so good.
I'm really sad I couldn't recruit more of them, but I specifically tried to avoid doing that because, I did grab a couple of the ones I super wanted to, though, so that was good. Mm-hmm. But yes, that one next, and then Black Eagles will be the final route I do for kind of spoilery reasons, but it's best to do that one last if I don't want to like have to replay it twice because there are branching things that happen.
Yeah. Is Hilda in Golden Deer?
Hilda is the she's the retainer character. They're like each house has the leader and then their like retainer who is ostensibly
second
totally
in command.
Recruitable.
Gotcha.
She is the retainer to Claude for some fucking reason. I can't wait to find out.
She has a giant axe. What more could you want?
I guess.
She's the one that doesn't want to do any work, right?
Yeah,
I love her.
You go ahead. I'll just stay back here where it's safe and I don't do anything.
I love her so much. She's probably my favorite.
From what I understand, when one of her like level up or power or like victory lines, she just chants her own name.
Yeah, I saw a really good comic on Twitter that was her like she after murdering a bunch of people being like Hilda, Hilda, and then the rest of the Golden Deer joining in being like Hilda as she charges further in. She's like, yes, more murder.
Like, yeah, she like looks like a freaking cupcake and a piece of cotton candy and will absolutely wreck shit with a giant axe.
I love it. I'm here for it. I mean, it's a trope, but it's a trope I love.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
Summer, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better than I have been feeling the past couple of days, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just living life with my cold, I guess is what it is. It's fine. I've done a lot of resting, which is really good. Yeah, but since yesterday, little to nothing has changed in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously we had From Dust yesterday, which was a time. And then I had more emotional shit happen in my game just before this one.
Oh, great.
It's not really that emotional to anyone but me, but I deeply care. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll just be sad about that for now. So hopefully we can have some lighthearted fun tonight. Right, Dylan?
Lindy.
Episode part 2.
Lindy. Yeah, no, it's gonna be much. I'm not playing Guraya tonight. You can look at the overlay. I'm playing Kuroi, so I don't know if it's gonna be Beach episode part 2 lighthearted, but it's gonna be still not. I'm not like coming in like the mafia, being like, "Where are your knees at? Give them to me. I got a hammer. Let's go." Like, so we should be good. You okay, Jess?
I'm worried now.
No, I'm saying I'm not that tonight. That was me last night over on From Dust. Being like, gimme.
Last night was something else.
I think that's Kiro every night.
I saw the notes that Summer took.
Oh yeah. I had a little chit chat with a god.
It's
I got
fine.
to see Mab again.
Yeah,
but
it was.
My ex-girlfriend was also there.
Yeah.
So...
Ex question mark girlfriend.
I'm pretty sure she thinks that we're exes. So.
Yeah.
It's awkward
That's
to say the least.
Yeah, it really is.
I love awkward. I love it so much.
You guys should play Knowing You as those two.
Oh, fuck.
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
We should do that though. Because I mean
the
we
game
know
says that the relationship's broken beyond repair, Dylan.
I mean, yeah, but then we played Starcrossed afterward and it was fine.
Because you couldn't handle the sad.
Which is true. That's me.
Yeah.
So if I'm playing in the game, you know that it doesn't mean shit, but the relationship ended.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
But we do have we have a pretty solid point in that game where
That's true.
Fletch and Arrow's relationship hit a stopping point, so we could play up to that point.
I mean, you just left.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we'll talk
about that. I feel like that would be very ouchy.
We'll talk about hurting each other some more at a later date.
Ouchies. TBD.
Lindy, how are you? It's been 2 weeks.
It has been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks too long. I am ready to get back to my door kicking hunter hero.
Oh, the hunting. Are you sure she's a hunter? Are we certain?
She's been since level 1.
I think the overlay might be lying.
Oh.
Oof.
I think the dice might be lying. Who knows?
Yeah, the dice have different ideas of who Kiro is as a person.
It doesn't matter what she is stat-wise or on the sheet. No, it's fine. Yeah, but no, I've been good. Busy, but very excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready, Dylan.
All right. Okay.
We're on an epic quest, which she's totally all about.
Oh yeah.
We met a super cool Ryujin that it's gonna be her new best friend.
We built a sandcastle.
We did, and we dug a hole to sleep in, and
we dug a big hole. We're not. I guess we're not sleeping in the hole, but
yeah.
I mean, we can.
But we
I mean,
can.
If there's anything I know that Summer loves, it's a hole at the edge of the
Holes.
ocean. Yeah.
I love holes in the ocean, by the ocean,
Just any.
around it, above it. Can holes be above the ocean?
I hate that this is a bit that we have.
Goodbye.
Like it is a bit that we have, and it's there, and I recognize it and I respect the bit, but I hate that it's one that we have.
You respect the hole. Multiple holes.
Oh no!
There's so many of them. You do it. You do it. You do it. Not me. I have nothing to do with this.
Recap, right?
Count me out
Should
of
we
this
do
narrative.
recap?
Yep.
Yeah.
Recap. We had a beach episode.
Yes.
The end.
We had a beach
I'll recap
episode.
it.
Yeah, I mean that basically is the recap, right? Like,
We were given an epic quest.
after leaving
Beach
Jade
episode,
Hollow,
met a dragon.
everyone went to the beach and hung out. Mule hung out by himself reading a book, and made
He made
everyone
them
lunch. Yeah. Kira and Mule had a bit of a conversation about Mule's feelings and Kira's feelings, and Lamb and Kuroi had a conversation where Lamb admitted to having some doubts, some self-doubt specifically with regards to her and Mule's relationships, and saying that she wanted to give Mule some space for that, and Kuroi advised that while that space may be good, letting that doubt sit there and fester for a long time might not be good. And while he doesn't necessarily have to talk about his feelings, it might be good for both of them if Lamb talked about her feelings. But then the group segued into, as mentioned, some sandcastle building, where we learned that everyone was actually really good at making sandcastles. And once the sort of informal sandcastle competition was complete, Kuroi, through some very not subtle subterfuge, pulled the party a little ways down the beach to have a meeting with her and another Ryujin, Sansan, who we saw during the Legends of Mahoria OVA, which if you haven't watched it, you can watch it on YouTube. Little plug there. And during that meeting, he relayed the events of Legends of Mahoria to our heroes here, and said that it was time for them to become legends, and embark upon a new quest throughout the lands of Mahoria, uncovering the ancient powers and items and artifacts of ages past, recovering them and using them in the fight against the Oni. And with that, I think we can head into tonight's episode. So, I'm trying out new tech. Pardon me. I'm trying out a tablet in addition to my usual setup, so pardon me if things take a little longer on occasion. All right, so we shall now go into episode 21. Danger on the Seas. A shark attacks. Dear Diary, I feel weird asking so much of these three, especially after all they've already done. I know that what the others said is right, that their experience makes them even more suited to the task, but it all feels so unfair. We're supposed to write stories, not shape them. I look at Lamb and Mule, at Kiro outside looking up at the stars, and I can't help but wonder what they'd be doing if they weren't wrapped up in all of this. I guess there isn't much else to do but make sure they get through it okay. Kiro, from where you're sitting outside looking up at the stars and the moon, You can hear Kuroi approach and sit down next to you. See anything interesting up there?
I mean, there's a lot of stars. And the moon.
Yeah. You, big astronomy person?
I mean, like, actual astronomy? No, but I like to make up my own. Like,
Really?
yeah, like that one's a hammerhead shark. That one's a great white shark. That one's an octopus.
I like the octopus.
Yeah, it's my favorite. We don't
Really?
tell anyone. Yeah.
Oh, your secret's safe with me.
Yeah, it's just, there's only so much to do on a tiny island. Not a lot of nightlife. So Danjin and I would sometimes look out at the stars and we'd see who can make up the most constellations.
Sounds like a fun game.
Yeah. I think Gran tried to teach me once what they actually were, but they weren't as cool as the ones we made up. So
Do you think Danchin was actually making them up or just repeating the ones that Gran
he
taught
might
him?
have just been repeating the ones that Gran told him about.
So, how are you doing?
Me? Doing great. We're on a beach. There's an adventure. We gotta go get a thing from the place. We gotta go find and maybe defeat, or at least catch Big Kahuna. I think that's what I heard. So,
And that doesn't sound like a lot.
I mean, yes, but sounds like fun. What I'm not looking forward to is the tongue lashing that I'm probably gonna get from Gran and Mom when we get back to the island. But Uncle Finn will be real great. He's gonna be so excited to see us.
Yeah, I get the impression that you're a big fan of Uncle Finn.
He's only the greatest person ever.
Really?
Yeah. Like, if we could choose who could be king, I'd vote for Uncle Finn.
Voting for king, that's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Huh.
It always seemed kind of silly to be like, oh yes, I was born this, so I get to be this. I mean, you can be whatever you want, right? As long as you try hard.
Well,
To a certain extent.
I think it depends. And she looks back toward the inside.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, I know some places aren't as free thinking in that regards, but I don't see why it shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, I mean, people should be able to do what they like doing.
Yeah. I like punching sharks. So I punch sharks.
Maybe you can be the monarch of shark punching.
I would be okay with it. Yeah. I'm just not looking for I'm looking forward to all of it except dealing with the repercussions of carrying the amulet. Our island doesn't really do that whole thing.
Oh, they don't?
Yeah. No. When no one ever goes to compete for it from our island, they disapprove of it. It's
Oh.
not a great thing.
So it's like a whole thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna gloss over that part of the adventure. Wait, Danji's
Right.
ahead first. He probably told them everything.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he was quiet about it.
Maybe. They're
That
also probably
doesn't-
gonna be like, we sent you to wrangle Danjin and then he came in by himself. And then that's gonna be a different thing. So aside from those two things though, I mean, everything else sounds great.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I really liked that Sansa guy. He seemed pretty cool.
Yeah, he's real popular with Summerlanders.
Huh.
He's a little intense for me sometimes, but
Oh, well, I mean, I guess not everyone's be intense.
yeah, I mean,
Sometimes you sleep out in the open air, and I kind of elbow, intense.
okay, you got me with that one.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'm gonna have to get you back for that. She looks vaguely menacingly at
Uh-huh.
you. With a pun.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
All
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Or turning you into a fish. Who knows?
As long as it's not a fish that gets eaten by sharks. Ooh.
Isn't
ooh.
that like every fish?
Not every fish. No, there's some that are like too big.
Okay. So, if I were to turn you into a very small fish, like a goldfish, that would be...
Not great.
Okay. I won't turn you into a goldfish then. I
All right.
promise. And she holds out her
All right.
pinky.
Okay, I'll pinky promise.
Well, I just wanted to check in and make sure you're doing okay.
Oh yeah, I'm just not thinking about my problems until they come up, and I'm just looking forward to the exciting bits.
Right. Okay.
Like adventure.
There's a little dear diary, that might be a problem later.
Definitely Akira opera. Just not gonna think about it.
Well, I'm gonna go inside where it's warmer. But if you need anything, just let me know.
Alright, will do.
And she turns around and goes inside. Does anybody have anything they want to do before going to bed and setting out in the morning?
Sleepy time.
All right. The crisp ocean air wakes you early, the sun just barely peeking around the moon and sending its light skipping across the rippling waters of the ocean. With your new quest in the foreground of your mind, you set your sights on the nearby Chisaya Marina. Please, everyone, roll condition checks. All right, an 11, a 5.
I did
Oof.
terrible, but I still got an 11.
Oh yeah, I need to rename this character sheet from Kiro too.
Doing as well as I ever do.
And a 5. Okay, so
Yeah,
both
I was
of you
hoping
are...
maybe Kiro 2 would roll better than Kiro 1, because Kiro 1 was cursed from hunting. But...
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
for the
we,
viewers, we had some superstition that maybe the reason Kiro was having a bad time with the hunting
Cursed
checks
character sheet.
was that the character sheet was cursed, so we made a second character sheet for Kiro.
Maybe her hunting will be better. If her hunting gets
Yeah.
better, I think I'll still just be okay with it.
Okay. I mean, a 5 isn't terrible.
Maybe
No.
it just flips the dynamic. She's bad at everything else but great at hunting.
Oh no. Okay. Actually, no. A
Give
5
her
is
this one thing.
a 5 is pretty bad. It's I think about on level with a kid. So,
Yeah.
I wanna start with Kiro. What's got your condition so low? What's got you at about the energy level or mood or whatnot of like a kid?
I think she was like, yeah, I'm not gonna think about it till it comes up, till it pops up, but then, like, Kuroi actually had, like, reminded her of these
Oh, no.
problems that were coming up, and so she's like, oh, man. Rand's gonna chew me out, the mom's gonna chew me out, and then she's gonna tell dad to chew me out, and he's gonna kind of start it, but then she's just gonna take over again because he won't do a good enough job, and then, oh, man, I'll be chewed out for Danjin, and she's just not looking forward to it. I think she had, like a nightmare about it, maybe.
Oh no! It was just like 3 hours of being grounded by different people.
Yeah.
You had a nightmare that Finn chewed you out.
Oh,
and Uncle
that's
Finn
worse.
was disappointed
Uncle Finn
in you.
was even disappointed. It's
Yeah.
like, our island doesn't participate in this, and I was just like,
Yeah.
no, Uncle Finn, why?
I'm taking away your badge of tradition. No.
No. Yeah. She
Oh.
had a nightmare. Uncle Finn was scolding her.
Ouch.
So that makes sense. Y'all, what's got you?
So, overachievers, being the way they are,
Mm-hmm.
when you are presented with a new task, that is immediately new stress.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yes, I think many of us are.
Yeah.
Mjol being the way he is, you give him a thing to do, he's going to find the way to do it the most perfect way possible, which in this case meant he probably stayed up almost all night going through his travel notes and is a very tired boy today.
Mm-hmm. Being like,
Which also
does this-
translates to being a very crabby boy today.
Of course, as always. So you're just going over like all of the places where you think there might have been something of great import, other places you might check in the future.
Yeah, I think he's basically gone back over the places they have been, and also amidst his library of stuff he's brought with him to try and plan their trajectory a little, or like corroborate legends that he knows with what they got told, and just kind of trying to figure things out.
Why don't you go ahead and roll me? Where is the noble class? Refined education.
Sure. Double smirt.
We'll see if maybe that was some productive staying up. It was. Okay.
14. I know things.
Yeah, actually, there was a section of your home in the city of Snow that was sort of like the Adelstein family, like reliquary. Obviously,
They
everyone
would totally have one.
Yeah, like everyone was interred in the mausoleum in Aurora Mire because nobles, but relics, important items of people are kept at home, and there might be something in there. You weren't really let in there. It was one of those things, I think, where it was like, when you're old enough, like when you take over, we'll have this talk. So I think that strikes you as a pretty likely place. But yeah, you're just fucking beat. You need 2 cups of coffee and you have 0. So
Tea is not going to cut through this brain fog.
No.
Not even a little bit.
And Lamb, you're in you're right as rain. You're in tip-top shape, literally, by game
Yeah.
rules.
Yeah, by game rules, I boosted a stat. Can you believe it?
Yeah. So what is the wind in your sails today?
Beach day, check. Good sleep, check. New mission, check. Like, gonna
Everything's
meet
coming up,
Kira's
Lamb.
badass family, check. Gonna get to go on a boat, probably, check. Like, really excited for what lies ahead. Last down season, she just like trained and she was just kind of by herself, and like we've talked about this before, it's like fucking summer vacation. She's so excited, and now they have like a cool thing that they get to do. They're like, like, oh, we're important, aren't we? Like, I don't know, it's really good. I mean, she slept good, she had a good day. Everything's coming up, Lamb.
Is Lamb's mental image of Kiro's family just like a bunch of Kiros, and then
It's
Danjan's
just
the weird one out?
Just picture Kiro's face on a bunch of different bodies with like different hairstyles, and like they're basically all Kiro. Yeah.
Great.
Danjon's the one that's like, it's like, you see, if you saw like the massive family portrait of like, 67 people, they all are like Kiro, and then Danjon's just like Danjon right in the front. And it's,
Great.
yeah, that's her picture. She's really excited. She's envisioning them to like all be like hippo hunter, shark puncher, making up constellations, talking about the fake science. Like
more,
she's really
more tattoo than bare skin.
Yeah, she's very excited to meet this family.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Then why don't we roll a quick travel check?
Sure.
On our way to is that Chisai? I've forgotten the name of my own location.
Holy heck.
Oh
That
my
is what
god.
you said.
Did I teleport there?
Whoa.
Although I think you rolled twice.
Wait, what?
Oh
yeah,
my
why are there
god.
two?
Yeah.
Sorry, my mouse is broken and double clicks, but it doesn't matter
Gotcha.
because I did great both
I
times.
mean, yeah, you did amazingly.
Thank you.
All right, another pass.
I think the +1 is probably all the weather bonuses, maybe?
Probably.
Or something.
God, I'm probably supposed
Although I
to
should probably have more than that.
I think I have
Yeah,
2 or
weather
3
bon-
weather bonuses for hot.
Weather bonus would be +2. It is not hot currently. The weather is clear. The terrain is beach, I guess.
Are we on a road?
It's 6. You are not on a road.
No.
We're on
And Kira?
Oh yeah, sorry. I was distracted with my character sheet.
Yeah, I have 3
How
against
dare you have a character
hot.
I
sheet?
know. How dare I make sure my everything is good on my new first character sheet.
Mm.
Travel checks.
Everyone passed! Hallelujah! For the first time in forever. So
Don't cling to that too much. I will break that streak very quickly.
oh, I'm not expecting a streak. One instance is enough to celebrate. Let's be real. So walking down the beach is fairly uneventful. I think you are wise enough to, rather than walking literally on the beach, to go up a little ways beyond the water line so that you're not just like fighting the sand constantly. And it's only a few hours to Chisai Marina. Well, diary, we're here. I'm not sure what I was expecting, really. Chisai is a small place with a handful of docks and moored boats. Boat captains lounge about on their ships and at the nearby cafe. It's all just so relaxed, I guess. What do you do?
Look for a captain.
Yes.
There are many. Where would you like to go?
Which one looks...
You'll-
I want cafe.
Okay.
Cafe.
Which one looks the
Okay.
most intimidating? Which one looks the most sea-worn?
Yeah. Let's get
Because
Yeah.
that's
Which
who
one
Lamb
looks-
is going to gravitate towards.
Knowing,
Okay.
yeah. Which one looks the most competent and not frightening?
scariest.
I'm
rustiest
looking for
two different motivations. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for Pappy, but like war-torn Pappy.
War-torn Pappy. Oh my god.
You
Peg,
rusty,
leg,
salty sea
or
captain.
bus.
Yes. Maybe a hook hand.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay.
They look like a
Noel is
pirate.
literally looking for the opposite of all of that.
I would like Mule to roll perception. I would also like Kiro to roll perception to help Lamb, and then
Sure.
after that, Lamb can roll perception.
Woo! Give me that sweet. Oh no, not helpful
Nope,
to me.
not helping. Not at all.
Thank you though. I appreciate
I
your.
tried. we got. We rolled better than Mule did.
I think he's
God.
tired.
Everyone gets a fumble point.
I can't believe we rolled better than Mule did.
I know. What the
hell?
I mean,
So-
again,
Together we
he's
get a six.
exhausted, so I really
You
don't
said
think
there
he's
are-
able to. notice shit right now.
Do we find the most mediocre captain in the,
The most
entire
mediocre.
world?
So, Kiro and Lamb,
Yeah.
you see a man that is more salt than man.
Yeah.
And
that
you're
gruff.
you're not sure where like the wrinkles begin and anything else ends. Like he's just a shriveled raisin of a man with
Yes.
like a white wiry beard, no hair on the top of his head to speak of. He like his tan matches the wood of the table he sits at. And both of you are like, "Oh yes. Oh, Captain, my Captain." And you go and you like seat yourselves in front of this man. Mule, meanwhile, you see a fairly strapping young woman, probably in her like mid to late 20s, who has like that seafaring air around her, at least what you would imagine to be.
Sure.
And she has some confidence about her, which in turn gives you some confidence in her abilities. Everyone else here kind of looks a little lazy to your eye, I think. Everyone's just sort of like relaxing and like sipping a beverage or eating a pastry, just sort of like, yeah, whatever. And what does Mule want from a captain?
Someone who looks like they will sail a boat
Exactly.
safely.
So, you can approach this woman, and I think we'll start with Captain Salt over here. Which of you speaks to him?
I will.
Okay, what do you say?
I'll be your backup. I'll just stand behind her, arms crossed.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a captain?
Yes, I be a captain.
Do you have a ship?
Ah, yes. the most beautiful ship you ever done see.
Are you taking passengers?
And he leans forward at an empty chair and says, "Who be asking?"
Lamb.
Lamb. Well, it be a long time since I've been taking livestock across the ocean, through the storm and out of the Kraken's teeth.
Nobody's ever called me livestock before.
Oh, I have.
Just kidding.
Eh?
Me and Kiro and our friend Mule over there.
Can I row? Yes, I can row. I may look old, but these arms still have some life in them yet.
Is your ship a rowing boat?
No, it's a 3-masted butte. Look out upon her.
I look out upon
say
her.
There's a bunch of sailboats.
Which one?
What's her name?
Can you not see her?
There's a bunch of boats out there.
The Ivory Mermaid.
I look for the one labeled the Ivory Mermaid.
Same.
Roll perception.
Sure. Great. Nice.
Yeah,
Good with
Kiro.
boats, apparently.
Kiro, you do see a boat. You're not really looking for this boat. You just your eyes come across a little dinghy that's on the dock, not moored to the dock, on the dock, that has painted on it the Ivory Mermaid. It's peeling. It looks like it was probably painted on there like 10 years ago.
I'll kind of nudge Lamb and so low-key subtly point to it.
You have a beautiful ship. Have a nice day.
You'll never find a finer vessel upon these
Grab
seas.
Kiro already walking away to go find Mule.
He keeps talking to the empty chair.
That's fine. He can do that.
Mule, meanwhile,
I'm gonna stop him.
you approach this woman, and she raises her eyebrows as you walk up.
He's probably got dark shadows under his eyes, but is doing his best to look alert and with it.
You can put on noble face.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely, as he's walking up. Okay. Excuse me. Do you have a moment?
I do.
Ma'am? Captain?
To whom am I speaking?
Well, my friends and I are looking for a ship, actually. To charter a ship, that is.
Well, you came to the right place.
Oh, you have one available then?
No, I don't sail.
Oh.
I work here at the cafe.
Oh. Well, is there anyone you might recommend?
Well, since you were so nice and assumed I was a captain, I suppose I can help you out a little bit.
He
and then
super blushes.
a voice cuts through and the door swings open as somebody steps out of the cafe into the sort of awning outdoor seating space that you're in. And a voice says, "Did I hear someone is looking for a captain?"
Yes. That would be me.
Then you're in luck. Look no further than Captain Umihi, ruler of the seas, but also lover of the seas.
Good for you. And good for us, I guess. If you know your way around the sea, that's what matters.
My young sir. And he approaches you, and like puts an arm around your back and leans in, gesturing at nothing, basically. I don't just know my way around the seas. I know the seas because I have known them my whole life, and they have come to know me as well.
Very gently. Pushing that arm off.
Can we be walking over?
Yeah, he looks to be in his, probably like 24 or something. He's a little young. He's very similar to Seahawk. Yeah. Except that he does not wear blue and a red kerchief, and he doesn't have the mustache. He does have like a very pointy goatee though, and he wears like a very loose, flowy white shirt.
Yeah,
Great.
And
Excellent.
like some probably like dark gray pants and brown boots, very like swashbuckler-esque.
Sure.
Fabio.
Fabio,
But a pointy goatee, apparently.
wiry Fabio.
Fiery goatee Fabio.
Yeah,
In the movie version, he'd be played by Carrie Elwes.
Yes.
absolute 1,000%. Yes.
Nice.
Oh no.
Oh.
And
Just a little boat we're taking? Oh,
I mean, he did say he was a lover of the sea.
he did. He knows it intimately.
We're walking
Noel is
over.
blue.
mhm.
All blue.
Yeah, you guys will get along really nice.
He's
Are
looking
these-
really awkward being like
No, you
with
found
this guy's
someone.
arm over him.
Are you a captain?
Lamb!
Hi.
He steps forward and says, "Are these your traveling companions?" He's not looking at you as he asks that. He's looking directly into your eyes, Lamb, as he asks this question.
Yes.
And he
Yeah.
Yes.
he reaches down for your hand, and he will try to pull it up and kiss the back of your hand.
Yeah, she thinks that's fancy.
Yeah, he leans down and does so and says, "It is a pleasure to meet you, and to be of service. I am Captain Amihi of the Coral Call." And he turns to Kiro and says, "You. I would recognize a Summerlander anywhere."
This is Carol. I'm Lamb.
It is a pleasure to meet you both, truly. There is no one I would be happier to take across these fine oceans.
Now, I did roll a really good perception. When he says the name of his ship, did I see it when I was looking out earlier?
Yeah. You can see a pretty well-appointed sailboat There are no ships here.
Yeah.
It's a pretty
You don't need
pretty
it to get
small
to the-
place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
anyway.
But there was a single mast ship. It's reasonably understated, but you've been around the ocean and boating long enough to tell like it's in good condition. You'd have to like actually take a look under the deck and poke around to get a real sense of it, but it didn't set off any alarm bells like probably a quarter of the boats here do.
Like the Ivory Mermaid did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, saw your boat out there.
Is our nice cafe worker still present?
Yeah, she's just sipping and having a wonderful time.
Cool. Mule's gonna turn to her immediately and say, "So, is there anyone else you recommend?"
Mule, we have a captain that said he would take us.
Well,
I like
most
to
people
keep our
just got
options
in. I
open
guess
just in
there's
case.
there's Captain Hook.
What?
What?
She
Who's
points
that?
at the old man who is still talking to himself.
No,
yeah.
no, no.
We're not
we
taking the
talked to
Ivory
Captain
Mermaid.
Hook.
No.
We talked to that man, and he seems a
Awesome.
bit delusional.
No,
I
it
mean-
seems great, but his ship's
Oh, he
not.
seems great, but
not
his
the
ship
best.
is
Yeah.
landlocked.
I'll give him this. He's always come back.
Huh.
Well,
Kiro, how are you at sailing?
But alone.
Usually.
Mule, this is fine. We can just go.
No, I understand. I would not wish to impose myself upon you. I merely wished to offer my services to someone in need.
No, we would love to come on your boat. Would you be able to leave like today?
Oh, yes, I was already planning on it. There is yet another passenger within that sought my services, and well, she seems to be in quite a rush as well, and I am not one to keep a woman waiting.
Does he look
Awesome.
like a Summerlander?
He does, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we got our stuff. We
Yeah.
might as well
Yeah.
get going.
Yes.
Very well, I shall inform your fellow passenger. He strides to the door, swings it open, and says, Lady Mako, your ride awaits. And you see
You know, maybe we
Mako.
should take the Ivory Mermaid.
I think that we should go on a different boat.
You see Mako step out of the cafe and make eye contact with you. And we are at
Mule
the top.
super steps in front of Lamb.
We are at the top of an hour. So I think that's a good place for us to go to our first break. We're going to step away for about 10
No.
minutes, and when we
We're
return,
not leaving.
and when we return, we will see what happens next. See you soon.
Not if I do first.
And with that, welcome back to episode 21. I'm not going to give you any context for what Jess was saying that to. Welcome back to episode 21 of Ryuutama Seyo, aka Travel. So, yeah, Mako steps out and Umihi stands to the side to be like, after you. And she stops and her eyes narrow. What are you doing here?
Going home. And my friends are visiting. What are you doing here?
Going home?
Hi, Mako.
Her eyes, like, swivel to you, but she doesn't say anything.
Mule is just standing in front of Lamb.
Yeah, she leaned around him. Like, hi.
Couldn't help but notice that summer was late.
Oh, was it?
By about a week? Everyone in the cafe turns to look at you.
Yeah, there was some really big misunderstandings, and we were attacked. As you
Multiple
know,
times.
we were attacked on the road many times, not just by you.
And Lamb is like increasing her volume as she's saying this.
Not just by you.
Yeah.
But by other people too, who wanted to see us fail.
Yeah, there's people who really didn't want the amulet to get there.
Huh. Well, maybe if people who were competent had carried the amulet, that wouldn't have been a problem.
Mako, jealousy does not look good on you.
Everything looks good on me.
Anyway, so I guess we're all gonna be on a ship together. This should be super fun. Or you could get a different ship.
Hear the Ivory Mermaid's available.
Apparently, he's the best captain in these waters.
He's sitting over there talking to a chair.
I'm sensing there's some tension and history here.
No, Captain, it's fine. We're great. We're all great.
Yeah, we're all adults here. And she kind of glances over to Mule, like, we are right.
No, we're not all adults here.
We're almost all adults here. Yeah.
Close enough.
Captain, I was under the impression that we would be sailing alone. And he looks back at her and goes, well, that was my original intention, my lady. But, as you say, they were in need, and how could I turn them down? And he, like, looks at you, like this, like, look at these puppies kind of way.
We were in need. We needed a captain.
Captain, my captain.
He came highly recommended.
Of course. Fine. And
I
she's
mean,
gonna...
like I said, you could always get a different ship.
She's gonna start walking toward the marina. You are between her and the marina, and she is making no moves to step around you. What do you
I
do?
make no move to move.
Okay.
I'm not moving. If this is chicken, she's gonna lose. She'll have to literally push us out of the way.
Okay.
Till
Mule?
Captain
I mean, I
says
guess
it's time to
technically
go
I'm
to the
behind
ship.
Mule, so Mule might move, but I'm not going to.
If Lamb doesn't move, he's not moving.
All right.
He would very much like to move.
Intimidation? Intimidation check, maybe?
I think so. Yeah.
No, I don't think that's a thing.
Is it not
But-
a thing? I mean, negotiation's a thing.
Negotiation?
No. This is gonna be a hard exercise.
Oh,
Awesome.
She's
Oh,
she's
great.
gonna call the bluff.
She's just gonna fucking shove us.
Yeah.
Neat. Well,
14.
Yeah. Oh. Do you want me to roll too?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna concentrate on it.
I need
'cause
medical
why
attention,
not?
probably.
No, don't worry, boo. I got you. I'm behind you. I'll just hold you in place.
Just
I
hold
think
you
she
in
punched
place.
me.
I got a 14.
Get a 9.
Oof. All right. So she starts walking forward, and yeah, Mule, you don't stand a chance.
Nope.
She
He's a tiny boy with noodly arms, so ow.
she shoulder checks you, but it's not the like just walking into you. She like puts a little effort into it, and it throws you back into Lamb, who catches you. And she begins to brush past you, Kiro, and you're ready for it. You're like, I've got this. But she overpowers you, and pushes through. But Lamb, you stand fast. And you're a bit shorter, so she can't really do like the full shoulder check.
Yeah.
'Cause she's like Kiro height.
Yeah.
But she goes for like a hip check instead. And
Oh, it's one of those hip checks where she bounces back off.
yeah, like she bounces off a little bit, but manages to keep the momentum going, and you catch a little off of her as
Excuse
she
you.
keeps walking.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
You don't have to stand in front of me. I'm really strong.
I know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Let's just right this way. I'll lead you to the ship. Boat,
Sounds
rather.
Lamb's mood is not dampened in the slightest, I would like to say.
He leads you to the coral call and says, "Behold, my mistress, my lover, besides the sea." The coral call. Please make yourselves comfortable, and we'll set sail.
Of course.
And you're heading to where exactly?
Star Isle.
Oh, on the way. Perfect. Mako just rolls her eyes.
Captain, I have a question.
I have many answers.
It might be silly. I've never been on a boat before. Is there like a good place to stand and or sit?
God, I'm about to hate this character so much. He like swoops up next to you and like puts one hand on your shoulder and one hand on your back and is like, just come right over here. Don't worry. I have captained for many who are new to the ocean. Just sit, and he puts you like right next to where he'll be steering. So right by the front of the boat.
Yeah.
You know the expression "glaring daggers"?
Yes.
that but ice.
Yep.
Kira's gonna lean over and just quietly, Mule, I wouldn't stand any of the rails just in case.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Lamb's just sitting, very excited to be on a boat.
Yeah, he begins describing like parts of the boat to you and being like, yes, this is the sail, and on a good clear day we can catch a wind that will send us blah 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 blah.
Riveted. Love
Yeah.
it.
It's charming in a way, I guess. And
This is very, I would just like to say his personality is very Lamb forward friendly. To
it
Lamb,
is. Yeah.
at least. So she's like not irritated in the
At
slightest
all.
by this man. Also does not pick up on any flirty vibes. I would like to
No,
say,
I'm
because
sure that's true.
that has never happened in the history of Lamb. Lamb doesn't know romance unless it's happening to somebody else. What's that I see over there?
Is that a romance that I spy upon the horizon? Yes,
You can
yes,
see
it
it
is.
from a very far away, but if it's happening to her, forget it.
Ugh.
She's like, this captain's flirting with everyone but me.
Wow.
Is it my
He must
hair?
be really into Summerlanders.
Yeah.
Well, Mako
Neil has
is...
one concern, but he doesn't know how to do anything about it.
While Mako is sulking against the railing at the back of the boat, Umihi seems to be enjoying himself immensely. He stands near the front of the boat holding the steering rope and laughing into the salty wind. He has probably been regaling you, Lamb, with stories of, this one time when we passed through a storm and things were dire, our sail was torn, and yet I took the very clothes off of my own back and tied them to the mast to catch the wind. And at the edge of exhaustion, I managed to pull us out of the tempest.
Were your clothes big enough to be a sail?
Well, on their own, my shirt on its own, no, but I stood naked at the prow of the ship.
Oh gosh.
That must have been a sight.
That it was.
The boat and you.
I think we're gonna hit any storms today.
Well, the weather seems clear for now, but you never know.
Never
The
know.
ocean is a fickle mistress.
Both
And-
the ocean sounds like you've got a few.
So how long is this trip? Like how long will be on the boat?
Well, we should be there sometime early tomorrow afternoon. We will have to spend one night together on the ocean, but I promise, the sky out here is more beautiful than anywhere else in Mahoria.
I'm excited. I like being on a boat so far.
Yeah, boats are great.
Mule, you are surrounded by the endless expanse of the ocean. It is you're seeing the coast of the Summerland where you were recede up the sort of the inner sphere of Mahoria and into the atmospheric perspective in the haze.
Yep.
And you are being confronted with just a lot of water.
Yep.
How's that going for you?
Not looking at any of it helps a little.
Would you? I think is there a roll we can make here?
Is there a role for anxiety?
Yeah. Let's see. Drinking. I think.
I mean, that's like basically like holding on your lunch, right?
Yeah, like spirit. Because I think this applies for like getting seasick too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. So spirit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Water wine. All right, you're holding it together. You're doing okay. There's limited seating space on this boat. It's not a particularly big one, so I think you have been forced to sort of sit in the back of the boat near Mako, where she's being sullen.
That probably helps, ironically enough.
Yeah.
His hatred of Mako is buoying his attempts to stay together.
Absolutely.
And if there's any below decks, Kira would probably make sure the Geep are in there, so they'll do better below decks than
Yeah,
above
I
decks.
think there's a small cabin that is like entirely taken up by the Geep and Caesar. They're very crammed in there. I think their faces are poking out of like the little walkway. Like all three of them crammed together. So Akira's just sitting there next to their faces, being like, "It's okay."
Caesar licks one of the Geep's eyeballs.
yeah. The boat shudders as Nono like kicks in response to having his eyeball licked. Something like there's a sound of something breaking, and Umihi is like, well, I'm sure that'll be all right. As
I
long
can
as
pay
we...
to fix it when we get there.
Or I can fix it.
Or Kira can fix it. She's very handy.
Are
She's a
you?
very good artisan.
Is that so? Well,
I watched her almost fix a whole door once.
And I fixed the shit out of the last door we encountered.
That's true.
That whole inn, we renovated the whole inn.
Yeah.
Mule
like a
just kind
crit.
of taps his walking stick to draw attention to it.
She made this.
is that so? Well, one must love a woman with skills. And he continues, like, sailing, like, looking off into the distance, just trying to be, like, cryptic? Stoic?
Suave. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Something.
Something ick.
Yeah. After a time, I think Mako pipes up. So what are you reading?
Notes on herbology. Why?
Oh. I don't know. I figured it would be boring, noble stuff. Like romance novels.
What? Why would I? No.
Isn't that
I'm-
what everyone does in the Winterlands? They just sit around in the snow and read romance novels and
Can we hear this at all?
Can we hear
something
this?
about chaperones.
No.
Go ahead and roll perception, both of you.
Thank you. I just want to try.
Because we wanted him to
A 6.
Oh, let's see.
I just want to pipe up.
10.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Kiro's in a position to be hearing, but
I'm
you're,
listening to the
Comment,
captain
though.
tell me about boats.
yeah, you're up
Yeah.
at the front where
Boats
like
of the sea and
you're at the loudest part of the
Lovers,
boat
mistresses.
too, where the spray is going past. And,
Yeah.
No, that's. I mean, sure, some of my sisters do that, but that's because they don't have anything else they have to do. I was busy reading law books and learning governance and this and the economics of the city. That sort of thing.
Oh,
To be able to run it someday.
I guess that makes sense.
Well, anyway, I'm reading this because I'm trying to also become a doctor. If I can swing it.
Are there any flowers in there?
Yeah, there's a few. Why?
I'm gonna roll a thing for her. Mako, what's your spirit? Not stellar.
Not stellar. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, I also rolled the wrong die for her on her
Whoops.
shoulder check, but whatever. A 9. Yeah, she just sort of looks away a little bit, like her hair covers one eye, and she says, "Are there pictures?"
Of course. And he'll sort of turn the book around. It's basically like an encyclopedia type thing.
Yeah.
So there's like drawings of every kind of flower and herb along with the entries.
Is there something specific you're looking for?
No. I'm
Do
just bored.
you
That's
just
all.
like flowers?
No.
He just closes the book and extends it out toward her.
Roll a negotiation check, or
Sure.
etiquette, either one. A 9? All right. Yeah, she doesn't look at you, but after a moment of holding the book out, she just snatches it. Only because there's nothing else to do.
Of course.
He pulls out his journal and just starts digging in there instead, now that he has handed over a book.
I'm still not forgiving you for stealing the amulet.
We didn't steal it.
You didn't earn it either.
No, as I recall, we were given it.
Because Darrow is a fool.
He apparently thought he was making the right call, but it seems like you disagree.
I do.
Why?
She looks up. The challenge exists for a reason. The competition is there to find the right people.
Mm-hmm.
The best people, not the second best people. And all of us, we've been training for this for years. We are the right people. We were the right people. But then you come out of nowhere. And those two brats from Star Isle, which doesn't even participate. What right did you have?
Well, Lamb and I carried it once before. So we must have been worth it by someone's estimation.
Yeah, for the walk from winter to spring.
The walk from winter to spring, and we nearly got killed by an Oni. When we got there. Do you know why we were late? Because they attacked us again. More of them. We were lucky to survive. Do you think you could have done that?
Carrying the amulet isn't supposed to be about luck.
No, but we survived against people who murdered an entire temple full of people in the middle of the city.
That doesn't change what you did to get the amulet. She just opens the book.
Showed a little compassion for other people first. Look, if it had been my call, we would have left you all there. But we didn't. And that's why we ended up where we are.
Guess we all make mistakes then, don't we?
I think it was the right call we made that day. Well, the right call Lamb and Danton made.
I don't think she says anything else.
He goes back to his journal.
At the front of the boat, where you were now hearing about Umihi wrestling a whale in the icy cold waters, at the sort of shores of the Stormlands, lightning crashing down around him. Kiro, you also heard this conversation in the midst of this harrowing tale. What do you do?
She's just listening. I think she's sitting kind of mid to front deck, kind of
Amidships?
listening to both. Yeah, amidships, kind of listening to both. Neko seems pretty salty. Can't say I blame her too much, but Mule seems to have diffused it a certain bit, and saying anything now will probably just make it worse. So she'll let Mako simmer down with that book of flowers, and kind of walk up and maybe save Lamb from another story.
I mean, she doesn't feel like she needs to be rescued. She's listening to these tales.
What kind of whale was it? She's like, wow, it's a whale of a tail. What kind of whale was it?
What kind of whale with it?
Yeah.
It was a killer whale.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Are there whales that kill?
They're ours. Did you know that dolphins kill?
What? But they're so cute.
They are, but sometimes danger comes in beautiful packages. Just like the ocean. Look at her. Resplendent. But
It's kind of like you, Kiro.
She could kill you.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Lamb.
He
She's beautiful but deadly.
he looks at Kiro and like raises an eyebrow. It's not an incredulous eyebrow. It's a will mark me down as scared and horny eyebrow.
Carouse.
Yes, he is caroused.
Did you know that Kiro actually killed a whole hippo all by herself?
Is that so?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a hunter.
Ah, a hunter. And he turns, he like winds the rope around his arm, so it's like held steady, and he turns to face you and says, I am always here for harrowing tales of the hunt.
Yeah.
Tell him, Kiro.
So, you know, back on Star Isle, I'm one of the shark hunters. You know, we punch a lot of sharks.
I have heard that is a peculiar pastime of your people.
Yeah. Lamb had to punch one earlier. She got
I punched it so hard it died.
Yeah. Pretty good. Then,
It wasn't a very big one, but
I see.
still impressive, Lamb.
thank
And then,
you.
you know, we got a great white, actually, and she'll put like the shark jerky. She's got. So it was so much of
Sharky
it.
jerky.
Shark jerky. Let's see, 12 rations worth. That was after our
Jesus.
full meal the other day.
Oh my
So-
god.
In fact, I have some shark jerky we can have for dinner tonight. Just killed it yesterday. So it was great white. Hiding in the coral reefs. I'm pretty sure it was trying to stalk me and Lamb, but we caught onto its game.
Well, that does sound exciting indeed. Have you been on
Yeah.
many such hunts?
Oh yeah, dozens. So
Yeah.
many sharks.
I've only seen Kiro hunt sharks that one time, but
Yeah.
I'm excited to see her do a lot more.
Yeah. Well, this is the first time you've been near the ocean with me.
It's the first time I've been in the ocean ever.
True.
Well,
But yeah,
I like it.
each one of these, and she'll kind of point to her tattoos, is a big hunt.
Well, you do seem accomplished. I would.
Kind
I
of just, shrugs a little.
I don't have any tattoos. I bet I would get one though.
Do you want one? I mean, you have killed a shark. We can get you one when we get to Star Isle.
What would it be? Would it be a picture of a shark? With
If you want it to be.
dead eyes?
If you want it to be.
So I can always remember
If
it.
anyone should not be allowed to make decisions about getting a tattoo, it's Lamb.
It's lamb.
A lot of people go for more like geometric patterns or like, that type of thing. But I mean, if you wanted that tattoo,
I could get a
Sure.
portrait of Gideon No.
you could. That's talented artists on the island, but
Would that not imply that you have hunted them?
Would it? Can you only get tattoos of things you've hunted?
I mean, generally on the island, that's what we get tattoos.
But I'm not
for.
from the island.
So you can get whatever you want because you're not from there.
Right.
The geep are nervous.
I could get a bunch of different tattoos.
You could. I'm gonna get a couple more when we get there because we killed a big rock golem thing and we fought some ghosts
Yeah.
and yeah, the hippo. That hippo, that was a big one.
That counts. And you wrestled some gators.
Oh yeah, I did go gator wrestling. I won that little. It was great.
I didn't get to do that one. I was unconscious.
You were busy, not dying.
It sounds like you are quite the wonder in the water, Kiro.
I'm not gonna say it.
Say it.
No, it's so bad.
Say
I
it.
perform better when wet. No, no, this is a family show.
Family
It's a
show?
family show. It's the first thing that popped to mind. Yeah. Like, yeah, it comes from being born and raised on an island, I guess.
Well, perhaps if there's time, I will get to see you hunt after I bring you to Star Isle.
Sure. I mean, good season for it. Waters are warm.
I do love a new adventure. And with that, I think he launches into yet another story. Speaking of adventure,
Oh.
have I told you about
Not
this
yet.
time?
Not yet.
After a few hours of sailing, the wind grows still, the boat rocking gently. Umihi rolls up the sail and retrieves the set of oars. So, who wants to help me row?
Well, what?
Kiro,
I will.
your hand shoots up, and you say, "I will." And then from the back of the ship, you hear, "I will too."
I will 3.
Ah. Well, he looks at the, 2 oars in his hands.
Oh. Well, I guess you don't need me.
I mean, if you want to row lamb, that's fine. Do you know how to row?
Like this?
It's a motion that's very similar to that.
Mako walks up and
Well, I
says,
wasn't really doing it.
"Get out of
Oh,
my
okay.
way." She just,
Who?
takes the... Mako.
Oh.
Walks
No,
up.
who is she talking to?
Oh,
Get out
she's
of his
talking
way.
to you. Yeah.
I'm not getting out of her way. She tried this one. She can try it again if she wants.
There's not enough... You don't take up enough space to actually be in her way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's just
She's
saying
just
get
being
out of her
rude.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And grabbing
Yeah.
one
How
of the
about
oars.
I, show you lamb, and then you can take over if you want.
Okay, I'll watch from over here.
Out of the way. She goes over to the side.
You're not a-
Yeah. Lamb's just sitting
and-
off in her little chair, her captain's chair.
Well, I suppose that takes care of that. I will man the rudder. And
Can I do that?
by all means. A captain's...
Is that steering the ship?
It is. After all, a captain's true duty is delegation. He directs you to the rudder at the back of the boat.
Lamb, maybe you
What?
should just let him do it?
Like, how hard can it be? It's just jerking it around.
He sits down next to you. I think because you're on the mule side of the rudder, holding on to it. He sits down between you and Mule and puts an arm around to the rudder to like ghost help you with the rudder. And he leans in so that you have roughly the same vantage point, and he says,
Yeah.
all you have to do is keep us pointed straight ahead.
So I just hold it still.
It sounds easier than it is. And he looks forward to the Summerlanders and says, my ladies, Mako, Kiro, shall we? And Mako shoots you a piercing glare through her bangs and then begins to row like she has never rowed before.
Yeah. I'm a row too.
And it becomes quickly apparent why there needs to be a person doing this, Lamb, as the rudder has ideas about where it's going to go.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I would like all three of you to roll heavy exercise.
Even Yule?
Sorry, I was including
All two of you.
including
Mako.
Mako.
I was.
Have you exercised to like hang on for dear life?
Oh my god, I got a 5. Wow.
Oh,
I really
no.
need- Good thing this captain's here to help me. you
I'm
know?
gonna use a fumble point, cause
Oh,
yeah.
juicy.
Mako's
Mako,
rowing.
Yeah. She's gonna wear herself out like that though. You know what? I'll also freaking concentrate again.
Do it. Use all your points.
And use all my points. Cause, yeah. Wait. Hold on. I can make a check
Oh my
automatically.
God,
Okay,
chat.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna roll it and see.
I'm just waiting for it. I'm leaning into it because I'm just waiting for it. Oh.
Is that a 16?
That is a 16.
That is one better than Mako. Nice.
Wow.
So that roll was to see if you were exhausted, and neither Mako nor Kiro are exhausted. You're both just like, you're having the competition of a lifetime right now.
Yeah.
Lamb, on the other hand, you were like, I just have to hold it straight, and then these two motherfuckers were like,
Yeah.
welcome to the Olympics, bitches, let's go. And you're just like, this rudder is like back and forth and back and forth, and you're like, oh my god. And Umi has to like legitimately help with the rudder, and at first he's just doing it to be like, oh yes, let me be close to you and like appear competent, and then he's like, oh actually, like,
rowing.
what the fuck is what are these two eating? Like, what's in the water where these two come from?
Like holding on, she's like, guys, it's not a competition.
Yeah, no.
I don't know that I don't know that Mako even hears you.
Yeah.
That's how I always row.
I don't think it will ever actually impact
the boat.
you. Oh yeah, it's out of the water. It, like repeatedly just. Mule, you're like holding on for dear life as you feel like the boat shake.
I'm pretty sure he's getting
He
like
said tomorrow afternoon. Doesn't he mean tomorrow morning?
Yeah, all like both of the keep are just screaming like, nah!
worst boat ride ever.
Lamb, it will never affect you because your condition will never be that low, but you do suffer exhaustion 8,
Sure.
which should tomorrow's condition be lower than 8 will mean that you have to lower your spirit die by 1 size, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'll mark it down.
And yeah, I think we get this long shot of the ocean that holds for probably like a solid 15 seconds of the boat just like boof, 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 like super far in the distance.
There's like a pod of dolphins and we just pass them.
Yeah, I think you hit a fish and it like flies over the back of the boat. Yeah. And then day turns to night after a long time spent rowing, and Captain Umihi sweaty and panting, begins securing loose lines for the evening. He does take both of the oars away, and thanks you both breathlessly but courteously for your volunteering.
No problem. That was a decent workout. Man, I think there's gonna be enough space to really get one.
I think, Mule, could you roll another spirit for me? Mm-hmm. I want to know if you're feeling a little green.
I think he skipped
a little
breakfast
green
in anticipation.
Yeah, you're just sort of like, you're white knuckled, I think, but you're like,
He's probably shaking.
Lamb, your arms are super tired, but other than that, you're fine. What do you do? Nothing? You all just sort of sit there in silence?
I think Kiro kind of stretches after the workout. You know, you don't want to get.
I think Mule is still holding on to the side of the boat.
Yeah. Are you still like subconsciously rocking a little bit, like out of tune with the boat? Because
probably a tad.
Yeah.
I think Lamb would get up to go sit beside Mule.
Are you okay?
Huh?
Are you okay? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. I just need a minute. Or 5.
Are you sick?
Not yet.
Do you want some crackers?
No.
Are you sure they might make you feel better?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want some water?
It's important to stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Sure.
You can get real dehydrated out here because all the, the salt and the sun.
I think Mako is in the midst of like chugging a big gourd of water, and her eyes just like dart to the side and like get a flash as she looks at you, Mule.
Yeah, and she'll go into her stuff and grab some water for Mule.
Mule's just not moving.
Yeah, it's probably just like in her like traveling like water skin she brings over and just holds it out to you.
Thanks.
He'll take it. He's definitely still like kind of visibly jittery.
Mm-hmm.
And uncorks it and takes a pretty delicate drink before handing it back.
Sorry. I'll be okay.
Don't be sorry.
A gourd hits you in the side of the head, Mule. Like half full of water, and Mako says,
Ow!
"Drink, bookworm."
I was?
A sip isn't enough. You've been out in the sun all day. You'll get heat stroke.
Okay.
He'll uncork it and take a drink, watching her, waiting to see if maybe she's gonna throw something else.
She's not looking at you. I think she moves to like help Umihi with securing the lines.
Mm-hmm. Kiro will now finish stretching out. She'll drink from her water skin as well.
Lamb like scoots in closer to Mule.
Are you and Mako friends?
No.
Then why does she care so much about your hydration?
I let her look at my herbology book. She was bored.
Friendly?
Well, we were both stuck at the back. What was I supposed to do?
You weren't stuck at the back.
Well, you were busy.
Not really. I was just listening to the captain talk about everything.
Oh. Yeah, how's that going?
He's got a lot of stories, and he doesn't seem that old, so I'm starting to get a little suspicious about how many of them are true. It's still fun to listen to.
Hmm.
But I can come sit back here with you if you want.
I mean, if you're having fun.
I like spending time with you, silly.
Right. Well, I just didn't want to get in the way.
You're never in the way. I mean, unless you're literally standing in the way.
Red.
Oh. Really?
Yes?
Okay. I mean, yeah, if you want to. I'm not gonna get up and move around much. I
That's
don't want
okay.
to get sick, and that could happen.
Yeah, I feel like I've got some better sea legs than you do. And she'll like go. She probably like left her bag at the front. She'll go get it and bring it to the back.
Yeah, I think as you move to the front,
Mm-hmm.
Umihi says, "Ah, Lem," and then you like grab your bag and walk back. And he's like,
Bye.
"Right." So, Mako.
Gonna get one of them.
He's got 3 chances. He's gonna go.
Three shots.
Persistence is key.
If you had 3 shots, 3 opportunities to have everything you ever wanted.
You go for the one that sticks around.
And I think as you move to the back of the boat, I think this is a good point for us to head to a quick break. And then when we come back, we will see the conclusion of their nautical voyage. See you soon. Hello and welcome back to episode 21 of Travel. You are all sitting on the coral call as the sun moves behind the moon and night once again falls over the sea. And Umihi didn't lie. The view of the sky is absolutely gorgeous. And I think even in the ocean, there are areas where you can see like either algae bloom or jellyfish glowing beneath the surface in the distance. And like what light does come down from the sky sparkles off of the edges of the waves. What do you do?
Hang
Kiro.
out.
Yeah. Kiro is definitely like at the railing. Like maybe even like sitting. She's tall enough that she can probably just kind of, be like this at the railing and have her feet kind of maybe take like toes just touching the water.
Mm-hmm.
And just looking out. She missed this. She's been away for a while. She's just like,
Yeah, I think Lamb's just like chilling at the back, like looking up, just kind of hypnotized. Because like obviously they look at the stars every night, but this is so different, and like seeing it kind of like reflected up by the ocean is so special.
Well, it's like just the sky, right?
Yeah.
Like there are no mountains or trees or anything. It's just
Yeah.
I think as the light was going down, Mule had used pure crystal light on his little medallion to have himself a light source so he could continue finishing
His nightlight.
a
Yeah.
reading light. Oh my god.
I think it flipped onto your Game Boy.
Oh fuck. Oh man.
Oh.
That's the memories. Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Takes us back.
Whew, trying to fucking play a game at night on a Game Boy when you were supposed to be sleeping.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mood though.
Oof.
But I think as the light like really goes away, he taps it to turn it off essentially and closes his book and just sort of is looking up at the stars as well. The ocean is somewhat less scary when you don't have to look at the water.
You
being
can't
water.
really see it. It's just dark.
Yeah, yeah. The endless expanse of darkness is less frightening than the endless expanse of water.
oh, Mule.
I am one with the darkness.
Listen,
Quiet Batman.
if you think my small icy sun is not slightly an edgelord, you'd be wrong.
I think Umihi comes to the railing by Kiro, and will like lean back on it. A fellow lover of the sea, are you?
Oh yeah. I mean, if I could live in the water, I probably would.
Well, sailing is as close as it gets.
Suppose you got a point.
The sailor's life is not for everyone, though. It is often a lonely existence.
Kills me. This character it's like a less extreme Zap Brannigan, and I'm about it.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Have I been muted? Well,
Uh-oh.
congrats, YouTube. You get exclusive content. I'm sorry. I'm having some issues with the muting on this stream deck.
Oh no.
All right.
Alright. You're like, oh, how lonely. It's you in this boat all by yourself for how days, weeks at a time?
Gives you a lot of time to think about things, though.
Like what?
Well, like the sea, obviously, but beyond that, well, why we do the things that we do. I'd be lying if I said that in my early days as a sailor, when I first acquired the coral call, and I was sailing under my own sail, my own flag for the first time, I did ask myself why I did this. Was it worth it? All those sleepless nights being tossed about. All those hot days beneath a merciless sun. But at the end of the day, when you look out at the ocean and that blank horizon, that rugged edge of the moon, it's an invitation. It's a blank page asking you to write something, anything, find your own adventure. That's what I think, anyway.
She'll be like, she'll think to herself, this is probably the most like legitimately honest he's been this entire like tall tale story wise.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, adventure. Yeah, adventure's out there. Gotta find it.
How about you? What do you love to do?
Oh, well, punch sharks. Hunting. I guess crafting. Kick down doors occasionally. You know, sometimes fight somebody if they need it, if they really need it.
Who hasn't kicked down a door or two in their day?
Right? Jumping out. You know, Winterland is over there. They're like, why did you jump out the window? Why wouldn't you jump out a window? Right?
Windows are just doors on the second floor.
Thank you. Thank you. Now look at Jess. And you know, looking at the stars, I guess. They're pretty cool. Tell where you're going, even at night.
It's true. Sometimes...
How long you been sailing?
Oh, quite some time now. Probably coming on 15 years or so.
Really?
Ever since I was a young boy. I used to swing on the curtains back at home, out the windows, pretending I was swinging on a rope above the deck of a ship. And when one came into town one day when I was 9, I thought to myself, Umihi, this is your chance. That whole ocean's out there waiting for you. So I took some bread and left a note for my parents and never looked back.
Well, sailing life seems to suit you. You ever gone back?
I try not to look back too much. There's nothing
can
new
understand
there.
Yeah. Looking back sometimes is helpful, but I can see wanting to look towards the future. So much we can do.
If you ask me, once you've sailed out of a storm, there's no use sailing back into it.
Very good point. Sometimes you can find a better, more fun storm. Just
Indeed.
go right in for it.
You don't strike me as someone who's one to step down from a challenge.
Oh no. No. Definitely not. That would... no. That's what challenges are for, so you can step up to them.
It's a good way of looking at it. I think he turns around. He continues still leaning on the rail, but instead of like having his back sort of towards you, he's looking out at the moonlit water with you. So the stars, huh?
Yeah. That one's my favorite. She'll point to one that's kind of got like a bluish tint to it.
Mm-hmm. Is that so?
Yeah.
It's quite the handsome star.
Yeah. It took me a long time to figure out which one I liked the best, but that one kept coming back to it.
Well, it's
There's a lot of stars in the sky, kind of like fish in the sea.
that's true. I think stars are a lot like people. In a way. Oh my god, Percy. Well, from a distance, they appear to all sort of twinkle in unison, in harmony, but if you pay close attention to one, it has its own rhythm, its own color and cadence. I think people are a lot like that.
Yeah. She'll kind of, stand up as well and kind of lean on the railing rather than just sitting down. That they're both standing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which one's your favorite?
I think he turns to look at you and says, I'm still looking.
Well, let me know if you've narrowed it down at all.
He nods. I think maybe I have. He steps back from the rail. And I think we cut over to Lame and Yule. Where you're just hanging out at the back of the boat. I think Umihi probably provided some food. It's not hardtack, especially because you were just at a cafe. But it's not like gourmet or anything. It's travel food.
Yeah. Just snacking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mule is being very light on the food for the duration of the journey, but he's fine. And has probably already finished his share, but has mostly been looking up at the stars, somewhat intently, studying them.
Lamb?
Yeah, she's just like picking apart her food, like into smaller and smaller pieces. And is just kind of looking up at the sky.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Sort of like that one night we were camping out when we first took the amulet. Huh.
Yeah, kinda.
Sky looked really big back then.
Not so much anymore.
I don't know.
We've been a lot more places than we did.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it looks different. Of course it does. But I don't know. It's just more stars. Other ones.
Do you think you could count them all?
I don't think anybody could live long enough to count them all. You'd lose track.
I bet the Pappies could do it all together. If they each took like a portion.
You should tell them to try when you get home.
They like counting sheep.
They fall asleep a lot.
Literally or figuratively?
Yes.
That's fair. Huh.
I miss them a lot.
Yeah, I miss my sisters a little bit.
It's weird when you go from seeing somebody every day to not seeing them at all.
Yeah. Well,
That's how I felt when you went after spring.
well, we're here now.
Yeah, but I just worry about how long it's gonna last.
Gotta go home sometime. But who knows when that'll be.
But it has to happen.
Yeah, I mean, you want to see the Pappies again, right?
Yeah. Of course I do.
Well, obviously
just-
we... Go ahead.
I just don't know what that's gonna mean for me and you. It makes me nervous.
Well, I've been thinking about that a little. I mean, when I saw my father in the City of Sun, something's not right. It might, I don't know, it might be connected to what we're dealing with. So, if we can do this thing that the Ryuujin told us to do, and somehow managed to not die, I need to make sure my family's okay. But I mean, hey, if we save the seasons for real, for good, I kind of feel like I could decide what I want to do after that, right?
Well, yeah.
Then I'll do that. I mean, I can't not go home. But I don't think I have to just marry who I'm told to. Especially when it's someone I don't even know.
Yeah, knowing them helps, I've heard. I mean, I'm sure it would be great, but
Would you want to stay in the City of Snow?
I don't see why not. I mean, unless you want to go somewhere else. I've liked everywhere we've been.
Well, traveling has to happen sometimes when you're, you know.
Yeah. I don't think you could really, like, live at one of the outposts anyway. That's where I would go first. I could be a professional lizard racer.
I mean, if that's what you really want to do.
It
I
sounds like a
guess.
lot of fun. I was really good at it. I have a medal and everything.
Uh-huh.
No, you know,
Anyway.
I don't care.
We've got a lot of other things to do first.
Yeah, you're right. I just know that things like this always feel really, really and then they're here before you know it. So it's good to think about it ahead of time.
My sisters are gonna be mad, but I've dealt
Mad?
with that before.
Why would they be mad at you? Very vocal.
A whale
About the
in the
sisters.
distance.
He just wants a cameo every stream, that's all.
Yeah.
I mean,
They love you.
yeah.
Why would they be mad? They won't be.
I hope you're right. I've
I
been
bet
gone
that
a
they've
long
missed
time.
you a lot.
Yeah. Anyway, I think you'd like them a lot. I know they'd like you.
Are you sure?
Who doesn't like you?
Mako doesn't like me very much.
Well, she's all right.
Yo, she literally tried to kill us. Literally.
She had her reasons. That doesn't excuse it at all, but I get it.
You get it?
Mm-hmm.
So you are friends with her.
Friends is a strong word.
I'm just saying.
We talked once.
Yeah, in a friendly manner.
That doesn't make you friends. That just means you probably came to an agreement. That's called diplomacy.
Yeah, but you can come to an agreement and then also begin to understand people, care about their hydration and the like. You know, friend things.
That's just
Lend each other books.
not being a jerk. That's just being courteous.
Y'all, I have never, ever seen you lend a book to anyone.
Nobody's ever really asked.
That's fair enough. But I feel like if Danjin or Kiro had ever asked you to borrow a book for an extended period of time, they probably would have gotten a no.
Danjin would have lost it, and Kiro would have broken it.
I'm just saying. It's okay if you're friends with her.
If that's what you want to think, then sure. You're pretty friendly with the captain.
I thought you said that I was friends with everyone and that everyone liked me.
I did.
Are
But
you jealous?
He's not gonna say no, but he's not gonna say yes, so he just kind of sits there looking angrily at the darkness.
You know that's silly and you don't have to be jealous.
Don't I?
Why would you?
He's been all over you from the second he saw you?
And now he's all over Kiro.
Oh.
I think
That's
that's
worse.
just I think that's just his personality. And also, it shouldn't matter what other people do because I picked you.
Thank God it's dark, because he's definitely an interesting color right now.
Oh.
We met a lot of people and I liked you the best.
Yeah.
I told you that I love you. I meant that.
Yeah. Me too.
I know.
Do you? I mean, I'm not good at this.
Me either. Never done it before.
Yeah.
I mean, we're learning. We're going to make mistakes.
Right. Anyway. Even if I don't say it, you mean a lot to me, okay?
Okay.
So watch yourself around guys like that.
Mule, I punched a shark to death. I think I can handle it. I also punched a deer to death, but that's neither here nor there.
I know. I can't do that.
You have a lot of power that I do not have. You've saved my life like more times than I can count.
Yeah, but I shouldn't use magic on someone who isn't trying to actively kill us.
I'm not suggesting you use magic on our captain.
Hasn't. I thought about it. But that would make no sense because we need him to get to the island.
Yeah, that would make no sense. If he gets handsy or weird, I'll just punch him in the face. I don't care.
Okay, good.
I just felt like he was being really friendly.
That's a way to look at it, I guess.
As he looks over to where he is with Kiro.
Yeah, I mean, he's being very friendly.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
For what?
Don't worry about it. Being on water makes me nervous, and I am tired. I was trying to sort all this out. I was up pretty late.
You can lean on me and get some sleep if you want.
I'll be okay.
Please do. I'm trying to sleep, and you two talk a lot. Mick was like lying
Mako?
down a little ways away, like midship.
Sorry, Mako.
I put your gourd back by your stuff, by the way.
I poked 18 holes in it. She didn't.
I'm tired. I'll kill you in the morning.
Sweet dreams.
Good night.
We can stay up a little bit longer, though.
All right. I think we
So
can.
if you were a pirate, would you put your parrot on this shoulder or this shoulder?
Oh my god.
Show canceled.
I will say that is in fact my favorite bad pickup line. So, bonus points. I think you. Oh god, you do that, and you do the full like reach to the other shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Romance.
Oh fuck this guy. He turns to face you instead of being sideways, and then reaches his arm like across your back to your opposite shoulder and says, "I like these ones just fine." And I think he'll lean in, yeah. And we can cut to the following morning. Mako's like, oh my god, everyone on this fucking ship!
So who's having the best time?
It's not Mako.
Yes, it is.
This is what she gets for trying to murder us.
I offered multiple times for her to take a different boat.
Yeah,
She
Kuroi,
did this to herself.
for our viewers and for our own like headcanon and mental image, Kuroi during that like whole conversation was in her otter form, like hanging off the like looking in from the ocean over the side of the boat. You awake in the morning to the wind filling the sails, with Captain Umihi quietly steering the boat. Mako is also already awake. And the three of you awake. The wind has risen once again. You are making way. Mule, could you roll spirit for me real quick?
Yep. Water, why?
What?
You're doing okay. You're actually like maybe even surprising yourself with your sea legs. And then could everyone roll condition, please?
Yee.
Let's see if your health agrees with your general disposition, Mule.
Nope.
Oh, fuck!
Nope.
Hi, did I clear my condition?
You did. Exhaustion is gone with your
God.
19 condition. Everybody gets a fumble point. And Mule, you have to lower a stat. I think in...
Don't I actually like take a
condition?
a condition? I think
Or a
that's what it
status
actually
effect,
is.
rather?
Yes.
Oh, I think so, and that's how the stat ends up going down. Let's see.
When a character's condition is 2, the character is feeling run down and out of sorts. Choose one of the following status effects: injury 4, poison 4, exhaustion 4, muddled 4.
Could be seasickness.
Poison.
Could be
Poison.
poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. Sleeping on a boat maybe didn't agree with him.
Yeah, it also might have something to do with the fact that you like didn't eat yesterday, so you're just cramping today. It's just stomach cramps. So you get to wake up to that. I am so sorry. Everyone else is feeling pretty good. Kira, you're feeling better than you did yesterday. That's for sure.
Well, yeah. I'm not thinking about home right now.
Yeah,
and
I think Noel is probably just still curled up and not interested in moving.
well, you're on top of the world. You're fucking Leonardo DiCaprio right now.
Yeah, I am. Right at the front of the boat.
Absolutely. Neil doesn't look like he's doing too hot, which I think you notice when you wake up.
Yeah.
But,
Yo, buddy, you should eat some. Here, have some shark jerky.
No, don't give him that.
yeah, I think the pungent, like, fermented, salty smell of the shark
Yeah.
doesn't do you any favors.
With the already pungent smell of the ocean.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll eat it for breakfast.
She'll dig in her bag to find like rations or like crackers or something that will be easier, and forces water on him.
I'll see if, our good captain would like some shark jerky for breakfast. Pretty good shark jerky.
Are you gonna Lady in the Trampet?
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
No, not with shark jerky.
You have to. There's a lot of chewing as you work your way to the middle.
That's I hate that, Summer.
It's so romantic.
I will.
That's not hot.
I fucking
Not at
hate that
all.
image, and I'm sorry to everyone that has had to witness that with me.
I'm not.
I will say though, Summer, as much as I fucking hate that with every fiber of my being, I appreciate that about you as a person, that you'll just commit to that shit.
I don't understand what's so revolting about that. I think it's
Yes,
quite
you do.
romantic. It's prolonged eye contact. Very prolonged. Then it ends in a salty kiss.
Yuck. All right, so you want to go to the prow and offer some shirky to
Some shirky. Yeah.
to
Shirky.
Umihi?
Shirky.
Yeah, I think he's leaning into it at this point. He's like he's tied his shirt around his waist and he's like letting the wind blow through his hair. And he will happily accept some shirky and say thank you. I appreciate the kind gesture. And is this shark that you caught yourself?
Yeah, just yesterday. The day before now. Yeah.
He takes a big graceless bite out of it because it's fucking jerky and there's no graceful way to eat jerky.
There's no graceful way to eat jerky. And she would be offended if he tried to eat it gracefully, honest.
He takes a big old chunk out of it and then like has to like chew it the rest of the way into his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Oh my god. And I think Mako taps you on the shoulder, Kiro.
Yeah. I turn to look at her. You want some jerky too? Jerky.
No. Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
She steps to the middle of the boat, which like
It's as
fucking
far away
does
as you can get
nothing.
from anyone.
But
There's nothing. Yeah.
Listening, zoning in.
I know you weren't there, but I'm sorry for attacking your friends.
Yeah, I heard about it. Probably apologize to them.
I'm good.
Okay. I'll relay the message then.
That's fine.
It'd be
Um,
great if he just didn't do that again.
yeah. Bill told me a little bit about what you all had to deal with. And then last night, this morning, you were talking in your sleep a little bit.
She kind of gets, she's like, yeah, and then like talking in her sleep, her eyes instantly go like saucer big. What did I say?
I think Dara was right to give the amulet to you. I don't think we would have made it. So
Well, if everything goes well for she kind of gestures over to Lamb and Mule, just like a chin nod for us in the next before the end of summer. They won't be a problem next year. I'm sure you guys could take the amulet then.
yeah, that's good. Think you're the better hunter. She mutters very quietly under her breath.
So quiet, I didn't even catch it. I just heard a hunter.
Mm-hmm.
What'd she say?
She's gonna try and punch you in the shoulder.
Okay.
A 9? Why don't you go ahead and roll a dodge check?
Okay. I might let her punch me in the shoulder.
You can also do that if you want.
Yeah, I'll very pointedly let her punch me in the shoulder, like I could, like, and then just sits there.
Yeah, she punches you in the
She
shoulder and
just
says,
takes
I
it.
think you're the better hunter. Not saying it again.
No need. You just talked real quiet the first time. Thank you.
Whatever.
Yeah. Practicing.
I don't care. I'm better at fighting anyway.
Yeah.
Did I hear any of this conversation? Please, God, say yes.
Roll perception.
I hate rolling perception. 7?
May I roll perception?
You may.
Since I'm doing nothing but lying there.
A 7 is
pain?
pretty good.
Yeah.
A
Just
7
laying
is
there, like,
pretty good, Dylan. A 7 isn't awful.
It's not a 12.
Why am I so stupid and
It is not
deaf?
12. Yeah, Mule, you can hear it just fine. Lamb, I think you've heard most of it, but you didn't hear the last bit.
The better hunter part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I hear her say that she's sorry
Yes.
for attacking us?
Yes.
Good. That's all I wanted.
Mm-hmm. Right, well, safe travels home, I guess. We're gonna be busy. I don't think I'll be on Star Isle for long.
Yeah. Did you... Are you going to tell the elders about this?
They ask.
Doesn't it seem like something you should maybe get help with?
I mean, it's pretty dangerous. So, the less people involved, probably the better.
I don't think that's how danger works.
Risk assessment and man. But yeah, I'll probably tell some of them what
Where's
happened.
your stupid brother anyway?
Yeah, he went off ahead to go home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he needed some time to process things by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Have you ever heard of a, out of curiosity, Kahuna's Cave?
I mean, it's probably a cave
Yeah,
that, like, Kahuna owns?
yeah,
Or is in?
probably. That's
So
what I assumed.
Maybe it's underwater.
Just didn't know if
It's
your
probably
island
big.
had any,
We don't have any
tales
caves.
of it.
Yours
Okay.
is the one with the caves.
Well, just asking if you heard anything.
We don't have a mountain. You have a mountain. Why would we have caves? Where would we put them?
Underwater?
Fair.
Well,
Whatever. I'm done talking to you.
yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Take care of yourself. She says really quietly. and
Yeah, she goes. I think you're on like the starboard side of midship, and she goes to the
Uh-huh.
port side,
Uh-huh.
and like that's her leaving the conversation.
And then Carol will, like, wait a second, and then she'll come over to Lamb and Mule and be like, Sumeko says she's sorry for trying to kill you guys.
We heard.
Do I talk in my sleep a lot?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
What do I talk about?
Mostly talk about kissing people.
It's canon now.
It's canon now. Okay, fair.
I mean, sometimes you have nightmares. We all do.
Yeah.
Didn't know it was such a regular thing. Danjon's never brought it up, but I guess he's just a real sound sleeper.
Danton talks louder than you do.
Oh, that's probably why he's never brought it up. Cool. Just let me know if I say anything crazy or anything.
I haven't heard anything
Weird.
crazy yet.
Okay.
Kiro, if you would do me the favor of telling Mako that I forgive her.
And she's like saying it loud enough for Mako to hear her.
I forgive her for attacking us.
Yeah, maybe. In a bit. We're done talking right now.
Yeah, for sure. Take your time.
Yeah. Used to date like way back when. It didn't.
You dated?
Yeah,
Also loudly.
Mako blushes.
Oh my gosh, you guys make kind of a really cute couple, though.
No, it didn't work out.
No?
No.
Why
Mako
not?
punches the railing.
Was it too competitive?
Kira just
It was too competitive, wasn't it?
walks away.
You guys are so similar, though.
Just to the other side of the boat.
Yeah, just walks again to like the midships. But on the other side.
Hero, we can still talk to you from here. The boat's not that big.
Wow, Cat, these waves are really loud today, aren't they?
If you
She
two
just
didn't
walks
settle things, you could try apologizing and sorting your stuff out.
You should kiss and make up.
Umi is like, ah, yes, the waves. I love their song. It is music that I dream of every night. And he
Umi,
launches
shut
into
your trap.
something.
Kira's like, go on, tell me all about it. Off at the front.
I see it, diary. Just up ahead. A small island with a mountain rising from its center, and a village running right up to the water's edge. Star Isle. Kiro's home. And with that, we are going to end episode 21 of Travel. Thank you all so much. This has been just a barrel of monkeys. Before we head out and talk about upcoming shows and whatnot, let's go around, do some outros, talk about who we are, where people can find us, and what sort of stuff we're up to, I guess. I don't know. And let's do something weird tonight and start with the star of the show tonight, Kiro. We're going to go backwards.
Oh my gosh, we're getting crazy in here. It's all the sleep talking, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
We're
So that
worried
was-
about you. You need more sleep.
It's so true. But yeah, that was super fun. I can't wait for next week. We have to face Kira's immediate problems that she's just been not thinking about. You can find me online at Laugh Love Lindy on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc., where I play in and GM a lot of tabletop RPGs. You can find on my channel every Monday. Mondays in Exandria, a kind of a fun, investigative D&D game, and then spooky stuff on Mr. Ravenloft every Tuesday. And it's getting real spooky. They're kind of in a haunted house scenario. Maybe dream sequence, maybe not. They're not sure. It's pretty fun, so you should come check it out. And then pretty soon, hopefully, we'll be announcing when we do our once-a-month Teenagers from Outer Space and Aliens tabletop RPG game. So until then, just keep an eye on my Twitter, because that's where I retweet and tweet about what I'm going live and doing when.
Sweet. And speaking of sweet, Summer.
Hello. I am Summer. You can find me on Twitter at Just a Summer Job. That's where I retweet pretty much everything I'm doing. Got a lot of stuff coming up here in the next couple of weeks. A lot of shows that are coming back. But I would specifically like to talk about these 2 Urban Shadows podcasts that are coming out tomorrow and the following Monday. Tomorrow is Cape Lorelei. The following, Dylan is on the other one, East Beach.
It's really
They're
good.
both spicy. A lot of work has gone into these, so if you want to check it out, it should be Off the Table's most recent tweet is promoing it for tomorrow. Off_the_table on Twitter. Yeah, just go give those a listen when they come out. I'm excited.
I will meme perpetually about East Beach being the objectively superior podcast, but I will say Cape Lorelei is coming out tomorrow, and you probably should listen to it.
You probably
So-
should, especially, I mean, if you just want a frame of reference for how great East Beach is.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to see how the two are affecting each other, you gotta
Yeah.
listen to both to see how that shit's gonna play out.
That's true, because I don't know anything pretty much about Cape Lorelei at this
Yeah.
point.
They don't know anything about y'all.
So that's gonna be real interesting. You're gonna know something about a game that I'm in that I don't know. So fun times. Last but certainly not least, Jess.
Hi.
What you up to?
I
Who are
do
you?
things on the internet sometimes, and I guess you can follow them over there. Right now, basically, I just have Ghost Club going on my channel and also Fire Emblem, but
So
perhaps
much
I should
Fire
have
Emblem.
reversed that order.
Yes. if at least for quantity.
If you want to see a stream that I run every single night, come hang out and we'll play Fire Emblem. If you want to see something every other week with other people involved, come hang out and watch Ghost Club. And then stay for Fire Emblem, because we still do that too.
Yeah.
Likewise, on my Twitter, I retweet. I'm not in anything but this right now,
Oh wow.
but I retweet a lot of Fire Emblem fan art.
That's true, and it's all really good.
Yeah. Perhaps I will contribute some of my own eventually when I have more time.
Do you still have that tweet up? The Fire Emblem picking kiddos.
Oh, yes.
Local kiddos.
Yes. I'm gonna draw something, and I'm making Twitter help me decide what. So if you have strong feelings about a character you would like to see me do in my style, you can go yell at me there.
And make sure to follow while you're there.
I guess you could do that too. Eventually, I'll have TTRPG relevant content again someday.
Yeah. Fantastic. And I'm Dylan. You are on my channel right now, whether you're watching this on Twitch or on YouTube. You can find me at Anarsis in those two places, but also Twitter, Itch.io, and Patreon. Normally this is the period of time where I would shill my Patreon and talk about how it helps make this and other shows happen, but instead, I would like to talk about a thing that I can do for you. Specifically, I have started a community Minecraft server, and tomorrow at noon Pacific, we will be doing a stream for the launch of the server. I predict that it will be hilarious and fun, and also probably full of technical difficulties. So I'm very much looking forward to that. It's a new survival server in 1.14. If you're a Minecraft person, it is lightly modded, what I've been calling French vanilla Minecraft, where it's basically vanilla, but we've added some quality of life mods and some mods that add decoration. Summer's most hype being the furniture mod, I believe.
I simply demanded it.
It's true. I was like, what kind of mods would you want on there that still feel vanilla? And she was like, furniture! Give it to me!
Just give me a fucking chair, okay?
So I managed to find a furniture mod for 1.14 that appears to actually work, and we'll have that. But it isn't just me and Summer and our friends. It is a semi-public community server. Semi-public because there is an application which exists solely for two reasons. One, to keep assholes and griefers out so that I don't have just randos logging on all the time and ruining everything for everybody. And two, because there is limited capacity on the server, and I want to make sure that people joining the server are people that actually want to play and not just people that want to be on a list. And yeah, I was smart and I made a command. That first talks about what resource pack and shaders I use, but there's a link in there, twitch.dylangrinder.com/grinderguard, where you can see more details about the server, and if you feel so moved, you may apply to be whitelisted on the server. Again, that will be tomorrow at noon Pacific. Please come by and hang out. Even if you're not a big Minecraft person, if you haven't seen me stream Minecraft before, you don't have to be into Minecraft for it. Especially when I'm on voice chat with other people, because it just gets ridiculous. So yeah.
We talk about how I'm God.
Sure.
That was a conversation that happened. Just saying.
That's true. I remember that. We have some really weird conversations.
Really weird.
So come by for that. But regardless, thank you all so much for watching. But most importantly, have a wonderful rest of your night. Good night.